And now, for the Late Night Mystery Show, Black Fedora, brought to you by...
Teletastic tape recorders. Why say it twice when you can play it twice?
Now, for your listening enjoyment, Black Fedora and the Mafia Murder. It was about midnight when I heard my office door swing open, which was good news, you see. I need another client. Not to mention another shot of whiskey. But I quickly found out I was wrong. I needed 2 shots of whiskey. The man in front of me was nothing but trouble. His name was Linguini. His father was Fettuccini, head of the largest mafia family in the city. Look, I don't care how big your case is, I'm not taking it.
Even if it was, full of money?
I stand corrected. Take a seat.
Right. Thanks. What is this, detective?
Oh, sorry. That's just my...
Teletastic tape recorder. Why say it twice when you can play it twice?
I must have, left it there by accident. My bad. So, down to business. What brings you in here today?
Well, my father.
And how is Signore Alfredo these days?
He's dead.
What?
He's dead! Sleeping with the fishes, pushing up daisies, playing first violin Satan's Philharmonic.
By who?
That's what I want you to find out, detective. That case is a solid 10 grand. 10 grand in it. And if you find the killer, I got another one in for you. You in?
Show me to the crime scene.
Growing up with family in the FBI, I've been surrounded by mafia stories my entire life. And I have to say, there's not a bad one. But if there's one thing all these stories have taught me, it's the same lesson that our protagonist, Black Fedora, is going to learn during this piece. That one tiny piece of evidence can unravel an entire web of lies. I present Black Fedora by Ray Nesrym and Daniel Smedema.
After you, detective. I can't stand to see him like this.
Right. Wow, he is awfully close to the door. Looks like he was shot in the stomach.
Detective?
Yeah?
You mind pouring me a shot of bourbon? It's in the drawer over there. You could have one yourself while you're at it.
Oh, well, I guess a shot couldn't hurt. So, could you think of anyone who would have had it in for your father?
Well, he did run the mafia. Almost everyone he knew wanted him dead.
Well, they got their wish. I'm done here. I'll get back to you later. Bum bum. If it isn't my favorite bartender, Martini Glass. How's business, Marty?
Well, you could say it's been on the rocks lately. But now that you're here, I suspect it's looking up.
Not today, Marty. I didn't bring any dough.
That's never stopped you before.
It's a good point. I'll take a shot. Or 2.
That's the Black I know. So, what brings you in here today?
Well, I'm working a case for the Alfredos.
The Alfredos? Look, I know Fettuccini's rich, but he's also dangerous.
Not anymore, he's not. Came down with a bad case of lead poisoning.
You know, I did hear he had some disagree with Mr. Gunn recently.
Tommy Gunn?
Yeah, that's the one.
If one mafia family wasn't bad enough. Wait. What does that sound?
It sounds like a tape.
Oh, yes. That's just mine.
Teletastic tape recorder. Why say it twice when you can play it twice?
Must have turned on when I sat down. Thanks, Marty. Bum bum.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Snoop, Black Fedora. You know, last time I saw you were making way with my paycheck.
You know, last time I saw you were making way with my dame. I'd say we're about even.
Are you still working with Officer Spade?
That's a loaded question. Gunn, I never was.
Sit down.
All right. So, where were you last night?
What's it do you?
Just curious.
You know what they say about curiosity? It took the cat, put on little concrete boots, and push them over the pier at midnight.
You know what they say about the mobster?
What?
He killed the other mobster.
What are you accusing me of, Black?
Fettuccine's dead.
Look, we had our disagreements, but I never killed the man. He was good for business. We had a quid pro quo. You know?
Look, I just gotta know where you were last night, Tommy.
Come on, Black. Why would I lie to you? Alright, stupid question. Here's my train ticket. I was in Chicago visiting your dame.
All right.
What are you reaching for there, Black? For your sake, it better not be a gun.
Oh, no. It's just my
Teletastic tape recorder. Why say it twice when you can play it twice?
However, it seems to turn on every single time I sit down.
Wait, where are you going? To get answers?
No, I'm going to get a drink. Bum. Hey, Marty, give me something alcoholic.
You mean like Wino McGee over there? All right, Black. How's the case going?
You could say it's, half empty right now.
Yeah. Just don't mope around too long. I am about to lock up.
Lock up? That's it. The door, Marty. It wasn't picked or smashed or anything.
So we let him in?
No. He was shot walking through the door. Which means he was ambushed. Which means I've got to go. Bum.
You called, detective?
I just had a few more questions to ask you if you don't mind.
All right, shoot.
I'd rather keep guns out of this. I'll just ask.
Fair enough.
Why did you kill your father?
Take a seat, detective. Now, to answer your question, I did it for the money. You see, my father, he left me everything in his will. An entire empire at the pull of a trigger. I was dying to get back into family business. My father just ended up dying to let me in.
Now for my second question. Why did you kill your father and then call me?
Oh, that's simple. So I could frame you, of course.
I don't understand.
Let me paint you the picture along with the frame, detective. I shot my father, then hired you to investigate, and then called the police. And oh dear, I don't think I told them about you. They did find all kinds of unusual fingerprints though. On the doorknob, on the shot glass, on the case.
The money?
The case, detective. If you'd have looked anywhere else besides the money, you would have noticed TG.
TG? What is that supposed to mean, Linguini?
Use your noodle, detective. Their initials.
Tommy gun. Why would I have Tommy gun's money? Unless he hired me to kill your father. You may as well have written hitman on my forehead.
It'll be a miracle if you even survive until caught, detective. When you called me here, I called the police. Said my father something about a private eye before he died. They should be here any second now. Oh, here they are.
Well, the jig is up, Black. You're under arrest.
Of course, Officer Spade. But first, would you mind arresting this man?
Oh, well, right after I'm done arresting you, I'll get right to doing that.
Of course, officer. But would you let me get something out of my pocket real quick?
Now, what is that, Black?
It's just my
Teletastic tape recorder. Why say it twice when I can play it twice?
And it's been on ever since I sat down a few minutes ago. May I?
I shot my father, then hired you to investigate.
Linguini, you alright? You look steamed.
I'll get you for this, detective, and your little hat too.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry about this, Black.
It's quite alright, officer. To each his own, I suppose.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Well, you like to bind people with cuffs. I prefer to use tape.